What's up, everyone? This is your host, Ghost. Back again. This is part two of the BBC Rage Quits on Andrew Tate. And if we have time, we'll discuss F and F versus A and P. Which, I mean, if you don't understand the acronyms, fresh and fit versus and I count and was it anus to preach, ABBA and preach. Anyways, we're gonna continue. I have a spiel, or not really a spiel, but I'll have something I want to talk about. So we're gonna just back up a little bit on the Andrew Tate video. Just his where they got into the whole authority and shit and things like that. So
that's what I've said. And then you're going to sit here and pretend I'm trying to treat women like dogs, which is garbage. Every single meaning, and let me explain my point. If I'm the one who has to fight and provide for, and I've said that at length. In fact, I've said that over 50 times online. You never mention it. I say that my girlfriend doesn't have to work unless she wants to. I take care of her. I die to.
So yeah, I went back a little further. But there's this really important point he's about to make. So we'll get into that, and then I'll talk about it.
Protect the woman. I've talked about how I've stood up and faced the knife to protect a woman.
And in return, you want authority over her in the way you have over a child or a dog.
Absolutely not. I've said that women should be protected and provided for. And
in return, you want authority over her because if you have responsibility.
Look at the attitude she's giving. She's so pissed off. It's hilarious to watch. She's really upset. It's really funny to watch. Like you can just see by her body, by her body language, she's all too, and it's really fucking funny. Like she's acting like my 2-year-old.
For someone like a child or a dog, you say you have authority over them.
If you want to go down this argument, we'll go down this nuanced argument. I said that if I have responsibility for her safety, I should have a degree of authority over her safety. Meaning, and let me explain my point. If I'm the one who has to fight and die to protect her, I'm the one who decides how we walk home. I'm the one who decides the route we take. Because it's unfair for her to say, I want to walk through the most dangerous neighborhood in the world, but you have to face the knives. That's what I've said. And then you're going to sit here and pretend that I'm trying to treat women like dogs, which is garbage. Every single man in the world who loves this woman understands that he has to protect her. And every single woman in the world likes the idea of a man who would protect her. If you were to say to most women home right now, do you want your husband to protect you in a violent attack? They'd say, yeah, of course. Nothing I've said is misogynistic.
If you said to most women, would you want to lose authority in the relationship, to not be treated?
See, she's totally like, I'm not going to get into my spiel yet, but she's conflating the issues. He's not saying lose authority in the relationship. He's saying losing authority in a particular moment in time. Meaning, like, if you're gonna potentially put yourself in danger and harm's way, the man whose job it is to protect, and let's be honest, I don't care what feminists say, let's be honest, it's the man's job to protect the woman. Okay. But if you're gonna have be that person, you gotta have a degree of authority to ensure both your safety, most importantly hers. So she's conflating the issue.
Treated as a free and legal equal to your.
I didn't say that. I said I need to have authority over the route we walk home.
When you compare women and the authority over women that you believe you should have to having authority.
Again, conflating the issue. It's not authority over her. It's authority in a particular situation he is talking about. And that's very important.
Authority over a child or a dog. It's not the same because a woman is a free, legal adult.
Correct.
You're equal.
Free, legal adult, my equal. But if I had a girlfriend and we were walking home late at night and I said, let's not walk down that area. It's a bad area. I have to protect you if anything happens. I want to take the long way. And she said, no, I will. I have to walk this way, even though it's the most dangerous route. I must.
Then what?
Then I would say, you're welcome to. You could do it. You're a free and legal equal. But I'm not going to walk with you and protect you. I think that I should be able to decide the route because I have an obligation. And my obligation as a man is to protect.
Look at her. She's agreeing with him. Like if you watch back, she's giving settled notch. She's agreeing with him.
And provide for females. Everything I'm talking about is traditional gender roles, which 10 years ago, less than 10 years.
Okay, so all right, we've gotten over that part. Oh, hold on. We've gotten over that part. So this is my spiel. So, like I said, what he's talking about is just having the authority. If I have the responsibility, which as the man, I have the responsibility to protect my wife. Okay. So if I have that responsibility, I have to have a degree, not an entire uh, like the entirety of it, but just a degree of authority over her. For example, with me and my wife, all right, my wife looks to me in protection for protection. An example is whenever she goes out by herself, she's a lot more hyper aware of her surroundings and everything, and she carries her gun with her, which I've made her get. But when she's with me, she doesn't think about any of that. She doesn't care. She's not looking at anything. It is now my responsibility because I am with her to take that role. I'm the one who's hyper aware. I'm the one paying attention to any possible dangers and all that. She's not paying attention to any of that. She's relaxed. She's just enjoying whatever we're doing, out in public or whatever. So she has given up that authority of protecting herself to me, and not only the authority, but the responsibility. Okay, never mind, not the authority. She has given up that responsibility of protecting herself to me, and therefore I have a degree of responsibility to her to protect her. Okay, so I have a degree of responsibility to protect her, and that means if I have that degree of responsibility, I have that degree of authority. So if we're walking around in the mall and I tell her, "Hey, get on this side of me," or "Hey, we're going this way," or "Hey, let's go back that way," it's because I have a funny feeling, that there's or whatever, then it's her. It's because I have that authority or for her to obey that. Another example is, I'm not going to dox where I live, but we live like 45 minutes from a city that's very woke, um, and it's really like done some stupid stuff with laws and not prosecuting laws and stuff. I told her, because I have the responsibility of protecting her. For the most part, when I'm not around, I still have that somewhat degree of responsibility. But I have told her, hey, you don't go to this part of this city by yourself. I have to be with you. If you go into this city, I have to be with you. Okay, because I have responsibility to protect her. I hope this makes sense. And she agrees with it. She didn't, obviously she's a individual with her thoughts and her own dreams and shit like that. But because she trusts me, and she trusts that I'm not going to abuse my authority, my degree of authority over her. She trusts me that I'm looking out for her best interest, and that's what really Tate's talking about. Is if I'm responsible for your safety, I have that degree of authority over you. I have that degree that encompasses your safety. Doesn't mean I have that authority to do whatever I want with you because free individual and all that stuff. That's what he's talking about. And people keep conflating this, and Piers Morgan did it too. This is like Piers Morgan part 3, even though part 2 was a better interview. Anyways, that's basically what he's talking about. I don't understand why people don't get that. Like, any relationship understands this dynamic. At least it should. Like, if you're in a relationship and you're with someone that you love, admire, and respect, and all that stuff, and you trust them to protect you, then you willingly give up a degree of authority to your partner. That's all he's talking about. Anyways, that's my rant. Hopefully it made sense. Probably didn't, because I suck at this. Let's get back to the video, all right?
Years ago would not be considered outlandish, would not be considered crazy, would not be considered dangerous or misogynistic. The world has changed, and a lot of people haven't changed with the world. Please understand, there's a lot of women at home watching this right now who like the idea of their man sticking up for them, protecting them.
It's exactly true. I mean, like, come on. It's totally true.
Providing for them. And just because the world has gone crazy and the legacy media has gone crazy, most people at home are still relatively sane. And these are the people who are going to write on the comments that Andrew isn't saying anything that's outlandish. It's the whole world believes these things.
You can't hear that's Tristan. He's giving Andrew shit. He's like, I don't know why you did this. You know this was going to happen.
It's fine.
I mean, I get why Andrew did this. He's doing this like for two reasons. I mean, one is his first interview, gets a lot of eyes on him and stuff, but all so they don't forget about all this stuff. But also, it kind of exposes the bullshit of the BBC, the bullshit broadcasting company.
It's fine.
She needed a timeout because she was getting her ass kicked.
It's fine. I'm having a nice conversation with Lucy. I'm enjoying it.
Oh, Lucy. Her name's
It's
Lucy.
been fun so far. It's fine.
I'm realizing, you see me adjusting a lot. I'm realizing I need some like computer stands so I don't have to be looking down. I can look up. So you guys don't see my double chins.
We good?
Yes.
Tell me when.
Do you want to clap again?
No. We didn't stop. No.
I can do the clap. No, we good?
No.
Thank you. If a man broke into your house, wouldn't you want your husband to protect you?
There's a difference between conservative values and emotional control, coercive control.
We're
lack
talking
of
about
consent.
protection now, and I'm saying if someone broke into your house, would you want your husband to protect you?
It's not about conservative values or protection. It's what you're demanding in return for that.
Well, I'll give you this. I don't know who your husband is. I don't know if he would stand up and protect you or die for you. But I'll give you this. If someone broke into this house right now and was a homicidal maniac, I would expect me and the other men in this room to stand up and face him while you and the other women in this room could protect yourselves. I would actually believe the men should go and engage the attacker. I believe that. And even though I don't know you, and you've come into my house with a hostile agenda, and you've come here to try and make me look bad, I would still stand up. I would still stand up to protect you. I would still stand up to protect you because I believe that's my role as a man.
I am asking you about things that you have said that have caused me.
That she has no proof of what he said. Nothing she's like asked him about. If she has any proof that he's actually said this. Just saying. Or she's misquoted him.
Major national organizations, including the police, to worry about you by name. That's what I'm asking you
It's
about.
not what I said.
It's not about whether you protect your partner or not. It's about what you.
I mean, this chick's so disingenuous. She was literally discussing that about treating like she was accusing him of saying that she's going to treat his partner like a dog over this whole responsibility authority thing. Now she's like, it's not about that. Then why'd you ask him the goddamn question?
Have said that has caused such concern in the UK, and I want to put it to you that you don't really care about the harm it causes.
That's not true.
Because
That's not true.
making controversial statements like this online has made you
Every single time it's about the money, of course.
a lot of money.
Okay, so first thing.
Sorry, I kind of jumped the gun.
genuinely am a force for good in the world. You may not understand that yet, but you will eventually. And I genuinely believe I'm acting
I doubt it.
under the instruction of God to do good things, and I want to make the world a better place. I genuinely believe my legacy is a good legacy, and I believe that eventually, when the legacy media catches up, they're going to understand I'm a good, positive influence. I'm not interested in damaging the world for money, because if I was interested in damaging the world for money, I could have sold drugs, or I could make rap music and encourage everyone to stab each other like all the drill artists do.
Or you could make controversial statements online that attract a lot of followers who you then direct to your website where they pay.
I could make
to
jokes.
learn how to be
Sure.
like you.
I mean, I could make jokes online. Who doesn't? I mean, I could make a
Are
joke
you
online.
saying that all the controversial things you've said are jokes?
No, I'm saying that these organizations and the BBC who are going to sit here and pretend that I am the face of damaging the youth is absolutely garbage. It's completely disingenuous.
It makes you
And the
money.
reason,
I'm sorry, we have agreed to do an interview where you are going to ask questions that are going to give us the opportunity to clarify some things. These are very loaded questions, and so far, I'm sorry.
Extremely loaded questions. I'm pretty sure this is like his lawyer. I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's his lawyer.
I have arranged this and I'm talking right now. So these are very loaded questions, and this is not what we discussed, and this is not the conversation that we agreed
We were
to.
very
You're
clear that the
sitting
questions
You're sitting there and just accusing. We're not here to face new allegations. This has all been discussed. Answers have been provided. So if we could please move on from this side of the interview, I would appreciate it.
I would like to hear what Andrew has got to say about the fact that when you make controversial statements, it attracts people to follow you, and then you direct them to your website where they pay you a monthly fee to learn how to be like you. And so the more controversial statements you make, the more money you get.
the fact that that's the path you've outlined to one, my online university, and two, my presence on the internet. The fact that you believe that's the path just shows you've done absolutely zero research. Genuinely zero research.
Okay, so how many of the people who sign up for Hustlers University come to you through your social media?
Genuinely zero research.
How many of the people who sign up for Hustlers University come to you through your social media where you direct them to the website?
And Lucy, I encourage you to go out there, do some genuine research, watch my videos, of course, watch my videos at length, and truly understand what I'm doing.
How many of the people who sign up for Hustlers University at $49.99 a month come to you because they see your social media comments?
There's an online school called Hustlers University, which I don't own. I influence for, along with many other influencers, and they sign up for our website, which I don't own. And once again, that's nothing to do with me. And you're going to sit here and say that I made a joke. I made a joke online 4 years ago because a woman said that she owned her man's car, and you made a joke.
Okay, so I guess he doesn't own Hustler University. I thought he did. No, it's wrong.
And that means that you, because you're the most misogynistic, dangerous man in the world. This is going down a path of absolute insanity. It's not true. None of this is true. I don't hurt people. I don't harm people. I'm genuinely a positive influence.
Renowned.
I'm renowned
for offensive and controversial.
That's not why I'm renowned. I'm actually renowned. I'm actually renowned for helping young men, because we talk about there's a men's mental health crisis. We talk about we pretend to care that men are upset. As soon as I discuss men's issues, it's misogynistic. It doesn't have to be gender. Just because I believe men have a point of view and men have rights and men are allowed to think and believe and act a certain way that helps them internally, that doesn't mean it's anti-female. In fact, I believe it's actually pro-female. I think when a man is true to his influence and true to his essence, and he's good within himself, he's a positive influence in the world, and he's positive for the women around him. So just because I discuss men's issues, people say, oh, you're anti-woman. I'm not anti-woman. I love women.
Why are so many women saying that when their boyfriends start following you,
they're not?
Oh my God! All right, sorry. Let it finish. Okay. If you guys didn't know, I watched this already. So
experience more control.
So many.
They experience
How many?
More abuse.
How many?
Enough. Can't even give an actual number. And let's be honest. How do we know that the reason these boyfriends were abusive, blah 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 blah, or more violent, whatever, was because of Andrew Tate? How do we know? Like, guess what? Women lie. They could be just lying because they don't like Andrew Tate because they're attracted to him. They hate that or something, or they just don't like him. What the hell is this?
Enough.
Clown world.
Well, that's the first time I've heard of it. So, in fact,
first time I'm hearing of it too.
One is too many.
Oh, now one is too many. So enough, but one is like, and then now it's like, oh, one is too many. That I hate that argument. One is too many. Look, one of anything bad is too many. But I mean, just because one is too many doesn't mean stop it from happening. And again, there's no proof that it's legit. That I've never seen any woman saying Andrew is the reason my relationship fell apart.
Oh, of course, yeah. So, in fact, I've seen thousands and thousands of comments and have endless emails from women praising the fact that their sons are listening, praising the fact that their husbands.
Things I'm saying does not worry you.
It would worry. It would worry.
Concerned about
it would worry me if I was genuinely damaging the world. But for you to sit here and say, Andrew,
it'd worry him if it was actually true, and I'm willing to bet it's not true. Just me.
You become the most Googled man in the world. You have billions of views, and one woman is now saying that her husband is not the same man she wants him to be. When thousands and thousands of people are saying the opposite, well, then I would say that's.
I presented you with case after case after case, with quotes after quotes after quote of people who are genuinely concerned about the impact you're having. And
she didn't really quote anyone. She just said, "Oh, there's this like 3 organizations that said." Okay, just because one person says it doesn't make it true. Just because 3 people say it doesn't make it true. Just because 4 people say it doesn't make it true.
You brush it off as if it's nothing.
No, what you have done is come here with an agenda. You come here.
Yeah, it's a clear agenda.
You're loaded questions. You come here with things taken out of context. You come here with things that you don't understand are satirical. And then you're going to also sit and say that one woman said that her boyfriend changed when he watched one of your videos. And then I don't know what you expect me to say to that. That's
sarcastic and jokes.
No.
You like how she doesn't even rebut that point. So obviously it's, oh yeah, it's just one person. Like obviously she's making this up. Like she's clearly making up the whole, women are saying that Andrew's the reason of their husband's abuse or something like that. It's complete bullshit.
That's how you explain explain the comments you made?
For you to sit
Would
down.
you like to apologize for any of that?
For you to sit down.
Apologize for what? You presented literally no proof that it was actually because of him. Like,
for you to sit down. It's fine. No, it's fine. It's easy. For you to sit down and say that one woman said that her boyfriend watched an Andrew Tate video and now he won't do the dishes, or whatever your argument is, and that I'm somehow the worst, most dangerous man in the world because I have a car. It's just disingenuous, and I'm enjoying this interview very much because this shows the world. It's great. It shows the world the truth about the legacy media because they beg me for interviews. They beg me. You have been begging me for months. Please, we need to be relevant. And then you come here with loaded questions, trying to paint a picture of me, which is completely.
don't shake your head, woman. These are clearly loaded questions. Like, don't even try that bullshit.
Not only false. I am a good, positive influence for the world. The things I teach men are stoicism, discipline, self-respect, hard work, obeying authority, listening to your fight coach, working hard in school, making as much money as possible in your job. If you actually watch the things I say, if you actually watch my comments about women, I've done long podcasts for hours long about females, talking about protecting for them, providing for them, how I believe a woman should be treated in a relationship. I've done all of this, but you don't watch any of it, and then you come here and ask me that, answer questions I've answered at length thousands of times.
Since you came out of custody, there seems
Completely ignores it. Now she's just going to go on to a next video or a next question.
to have been a lot about your charity work
Correct.
on your social
I've
media.
always done the charity work, but now I'm promoting it.
And I just want to make this clear. I've seen like there's clips out there and everything of Tristan and Andrew. They've discussed their charity work before. They talked about like, you know, I think Tristan's done like a dog orphanage or something, or like a dog thing where like he'll transport dogs and like strays and transfer them to Romania to transport them to Romania so they can live at, you know, better homes and stuff. Sorry, stuff like that. So they've talked about their charities before, and also, you know, she's gonna bring up a dumb point, but I mean, his image is being his reputation is being tarnished. So of course he's gonna like bring out he's gonna bring out the you know, oh yeah, I do charity works, you know, argument and stuff like that to kind of repair some of his image. Of course he's gonna do that. Why wouldn't he do that?
There seems to be a real shift.
Yeah.
I wonder what's behind that.
Well, I've always done the
What's behind that is he has his reputation being damaged and he's trying to repair it. And his reputation is being damaged via false accusations.
charity work. I've been doing the charity work for years. I believe that it's my legacy to leave a positive influence on the world, and I've been doing charity work for over 5 years. Post my incarceration, my unfair, unjust incarceration, may I add. Post that, I've made it more clear the charity work I'm doing. But this is, once again, very interesting. I spend $25 million a year feeding children. Men.
That's a lot of money. Like, I heard that number the first time. Like, God damn, 25 million?
Male children and female children in Turkey and Syria and Iran and Iraq. I literally spend $25 million a year feeding children. And I'm still the worst man in the world because 4 years ago I made a sarcastic comment.
Because some people would look at that and say, okay, so before you got money from attracting people to your website by making controversial comments, but that might have got you into trouble. And so now you're looking for a new market. You're looking for a new market of followers who are attracted by a different sort of persona.
I've always done the charity work, so that is obviously incorrect.
And another thing is, like I said, like in videos, they've talked about it. They haven't like shown like the number or amount they've paid or anything, but they've you know, proved, they've talked about how they do charity work. And also the people that are receiving the charity do not give a shit where the charity came from. Like, I don't think the hungry kid in Syria cares that, you know, the reason they got money is because Andrew Tate said something that people didn't like on the internet. I don't think he cares about that.
Proof that I've always done the charity work, so you're wrong, firstly. I believe that if you have a lot of wealth, you should help people, and I'm helping people. I also think it's very, very interesting that you could not find another celebrity in the UK or anywhere else who's spending £25 million a year feeding children in war-torn countries. I'm doing that, and I've been doing that for a long time without even mentioning it. I never even said it. And now that I've said it, people are going to attack me for it and say that it's disingenuous. The person in Sudan who's eating the meal, do you think they believe it's disingenuous? No, I think they feel pretty good that Andrew Tate.
I kind of forgot he said this.
I'm a bad person now because I'm manipulating charity, because I'm using charity. I'm just trying to do good in the world. That's all I've ever been trying to do.
When women speak out against you online, disagree with what you say, they describe being bombarded with rape threats, with death threats, trolling by your followers. Would you like to say anything?
Andrew Tate, none of us, no influencer is responsible for what their followers do ever or say, unless they specifically have said, hey, go do this. If I said, if I had like 1,000 followers, hopefully eventually at some point, and I said, hey, followers, go dox this person or go harass this person, then yes, I would be responsible. But if I just was, talking about someone and, expressing my opinions and how, what I feel about them, whatever, and then my followers went and just started, talking shit to that particular person, it's not my fault. Okay. I can't prevent people from doing that. Because even if I went and said, hey, don't bother this person, don't bother this person, whatever, people are still going to do what they do. They're earlier to her point, people are free individual thinking people and can do what they want.
To your followers about how to behave in that situation.
Absolutely correct. I would love to do that. First things first, I've yet to see a female stand up and argue with me online. I don't ever see hardly any, although the women who message me agree with me. Secondly, I don't think that anybody who disagrees with me, male or female, should be trolled. I don't think they should be insulted or attacked. I think the ideas should be discussed openly and fairly and maturely. It doesn't matter if a man agrees with me or disagrees with me or a female. I don't think my followers should come along and attack her. And if my followers are doing that, I'm upset by that. But let's make a very important clarification. That's not my followers. That's the internet. If you were to log into any video game lobby, I don't play video games, and someone were to sit there and say something stupid, they would be trolled with similar comments. That's the unfortunate reality of the internet as a whole. That's nothing to do with me. But I encourage all of my followers to engage in open discourse and be fair and honest and talk in a way which is mature. There's no need to troll anybody, male or female.
Okay.
Kathy, anything?
A couple of things. I wonder if it'd be worth giving Andrew one more opportunity to consider whether
She needed help.
or not
She had a tag in a teammate.
he would like to apologise or give an indication of how he feels about the allegations that he has negatively influenced young people in the UK. And secondly, I think we should put on record that this interview is taking place in your house because you're under house arrest. If it were not for that, then we would have chosen another location. I'm sure we would have negotiated that between us. So I think that's just worth putting on record.
She needed her tag team partner to help her out because she was getting her ass handed to her.
Okay. So just to put on the record then, you said that you've invited us into your house.
Correct.
We're here because you're under house arrest.
Correct.
If you were
Under house arrest with no charges pending or at all.
free to leave, we would have negotiated a more neutral setting.
Don't you think, as the BBC, it would be very interesting to come here and discuss the fact that I was put in a dungeon for 92 days and then locked in house arrest without charge? Don't you think that's a far more interesting?
See, that's a far better question than, the only reason we're at your house and you've been, the only reason you can use this ammunition about us being in your house is because you're under house arrest.
Conversation than old YouTube snippets? Don't you think that would be interesting?
You're here under house arrest because there's an ongoing investigation into rape and human trafficking allegations
Rape charge has been dismissed. Human trafficking didn't even happen.
against.
Correct. I've been incarcerated without charge. And don't you think
The rape allegation is
It's been dropped.
Has been incarcerated for.
Correct. So I'm incarcerated without charge, and I think that'd be a far more interesting conversation than I guess Julian Assange is incarcerated without charge, and nobody's interested in that either. So if you actually wanted to do some genuine journalism and investigation, you could talk about the fact that
I don't think she's interested in genuine journalism. Jesus Christ, I can't speak. I think she's interested in just making hit pieces. My opinion.
an innocent man who is yet to be charged with a crime has had his liberty deprived of him. And I think that would be a far more interesting angle than talking about me being the most dangerous man in the world because I own a car.
And this question about
Speechless.
schools being very worried about your influence boys in primary school, or boys as young as 11, are quoting you at school, attacking girls, refusing to respect female teachers.
Yeah.
Would you like to say anything about that?
I'd like to say a lot. First things first, as I've repeatedly said, and the only reason I keep repeating it is because I'm sure this interview will be edited. I am a positive force for the world, and I teach children discipline. I teach the world discipline, male or female, of any age. And a lot of women listen to me as well. 40% of the people who listen to me are actually female. Secondly, I do understand with my massive influence, and I am now the one of the most influential people on the planet, that I do have to be slightly more careful with things I say. I'm not going to disagree with that. The idea that I said something 5 years ago on a video that got 300 views.
So what do you mean, being slightly more careful?
I'll give you an example. Some of the jokes I made 4 or 5 years ago on a YouTube channel that got 300 views, I would no longer make.
Like what?
Like the OnlyFans joke, the one you mentioned, repeat. She said, "My man's car is my car." And then she said she did OnlyFans. And I said, "What do you sell on OnlyFans?" She said, "My tits." I said, "Well, those are your man's tits." As a joke, ha ha ha, everybody laughed. The fact that I could do that on a podcast 5 years ago and only got 300 views, now I understand I'm the most influential man on the face of the planet. I would be more careful with certain things I say. That doesn't mean the things I originally said were genuinely out to harm people.
Do you really believe you're the most influential man on the face of the planet?
I'm the most Googled person on the planet.
Do you believe you're the most influential man on the face of the planet?
I'm the most Googled man on the planet.
I think we're done.
She rage quit. She couldn't crack him, so she rage quit. This is like my second time watching this, and it's so funny every time. I think we're done. All right, that's the end of it. All right. Well, so I guess watch the video and form your own opinion. But I think that round goes to Tate. I don't know about you, but that's my opinion. I think we're done. Lady, you just got owned and you know it. All right. So that's the end. That's part 2 of the BBC Rage Quits. As you can see, clearly a rage quit. That was 100% a rage quit. I don't care what you say. That was a rage quit. All right. So now, sorry. So now what I'm going to talk about is I guess the continuation of Fresh and Fit versus Abba and Preach. I don't really have much to say on it just because it's only been a day. But I did a live stream yesterday reacting to the Fresh and Fit. Oh, I guess I can take these out. Oh, thank God. I reacted yesterday to Fresh and Fit doing their video or their response to Abba and Preach. Basically like roasting Abba and Preach and whatever. Well, it wasn't. That was the last 30 minutes of them roasting them. It was more debunking them again. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. It's debunking them again. So I did that reaction yesterday. I believe they did that video on Wednesday. So I reacted Thursday, and on Thursday, Abba and Preach did a reaction to their shit. And I just want to say this before we get into talk about it. We're not going to watch it because I really have no interest in watching this because these guys are just jokers, honestly. I know I'm a nobody, so that's, if they're offended by that, then sucks to be them. But, okay, hold on. I just want to bring this up. We're not going to watch it. There we go. Okay. There we go. Oh, whatever. Hold on. Okay. Oh my God. I'm messing with this just to get it ready. Again, we're not watching it, but I just want to point something out that's really funny to me. But anyway, so they did that video yesterday. Abba and Preach reacted to it, and something to if you didn't watch it, if you didn't watch After Hours, I believe it was on After Hours on Wednesday night. Sneeko or Myron, I can't remember who, but they presented a challenge for Abba and Preach to react to it live because they knew they were going to react to it and clip it up and all that stuff. But they challenged Ob and Preach to react to their video live. And they knew they weren't going to, and they didn't. So what I'm just going to show is this is so this is their reaction. All right. They called us monkeys for 30 minutes. Fresh and Fit claimed they ended our careers. Now, mind you, this video right here. Oh, can you not see my mouse? There we go. This video right here, okay, was like nearly 2.5 hours. It was nearly a 2.5 hour 2.5 hour clip or a video. Okay. Now, as you can see, did they react to 2.5 hours worth of footage? No, they did not. Did they clip 2.5 hours of footage? No, they did not. They made 12 minutes and 36 seconds, a 12-minute, 36-second clip on a 30-minute end piece. That was 30 minutes end piece. How many clips did they actually use? So let's see. They used, so that was one clip. Two clips. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So they did about like 6 clips. And they really just ended up like reacting to okay. And then they try to repeat this whole thing about Anna Quinn. If you guys don't remember the whole Anna Quinn thing, that's, Myron talking to the fitness girl that was blowing up his phone at all hours. So they try to bring that shit up again, and again it failed. So I don't know what they talked about. I just want to point that out, that they did 30 minutes and then they try to rehash the same old crap. So that kind of tells you what happened. It's really funny. And then on Sneako's channel, Myron came on, and I can't play it even though I really want to, because I'm pretty sure it would violate YouTube's TOS. But if you go on Sneako's channel, let me just give it a shout out. Rumble. I just want to make sure I got the name right. Yeah, so it's just Sneako, all capitalized. Here, I will show it. So right here, Sneako, all capitalized. That's his Rumble channel. If you want to watch that, and give it a watch because it was funny as hell. Myron's ridiculous on Rumble. But yeah, that's all I want to talk. I just wanted to point that out, that like they took 30 minutes and then they didn't even use, like, it took 30 minutes and made like a 12.5 minute video. And I mean, even most of it wasn't even part of what's on their stuff. They're just mad that they made fun of them. But I guys, go on, watch Sneakos and see the explanation, because they're saying that they called them monkeys. That was not what they were doing. They weren't calling them monkeys. Because I was just watching the Sneako clip. I can't react to that one because I have to just exclusively do that on Rumble, and I don't have any subscribers. But you should subscribe so I can react to it. I mean, I guess I could react to it, but it'd only go on Rumble. But I don't want to. I think everyone should just go watch it live. But yeah, that's all I got for everyone today. I hope you enjoyed it. Just make sure you guys, if you liked the video, or if you didn't like the video, subscribe. Check out my Rumble with Ghost, same name, really easy. I know. Here soon, I'll be starting a gaming channel where I'll probably do. I think I'll do the playthrough of Spider-Man on PlayStation, at least until just to get ready for Spider-Man 2, even though it's probably in the fall. I haven't played Spider-Man in a while. I like Spider-Man, so we'll play that. We'll probably do it on like the highest difficulty. So we'll do that. And then let's see what else. That'll be it. That's it really. I don't know. We'll find out what I'll do on Monday. Maybe we'll read some news. I don't know. We'll do something, definitely. But follow me on my Twitter at official W Ghost. That's all I got. That's all my social media in this. So like I said, I like and subscribe. I need it. Like and subscribe. I would like to become important. I hope you guys liked the video. And I hope you all have a good day. Peace